Hello, 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 over here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Who is here today? Jason says hi. Flora says hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, 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 hi. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Evan says hi. Flora says hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Alright. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello. Hello, hi, 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 everyone. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. 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 Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hello. 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 Hi, 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 hi. Hello. 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 Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hello. 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 Alright, so who's here? If you are here, make sure you say hello. I have to take attendance. I have to write down who's going to be here. So let me write this down. We have Jason, Flora, Evan, and Jinyoung. You deleted your message. You deleted your message. G2.2. Jason, Flora, Evan, Jinyoung, Peter. Good. Who else? Who else is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Anyone else here? Who else is here? 5 of you? Alright. Alright. Let's get this all set up. Who else is here? Everyone tell me. Oh, I just saw you all yesterday. I saw everybody here yesterday. Aren't you so lucky? So many classes. So much English learning. Good. There are 7 people watching this class. There's 7 of you. So 2 people who haven't said hello yet. 2 people need to come say hello. Oh, Jinhong deleted the message, but Jinyoung is here. Okay, so Jinyoung's here. Hi, Jinyoung. Alright. Hi. 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 Let me figure something out. I'll be back in a second.
유튜브인데요. 수요일은 동영상은 네 맞아요. 좀 들어오세요. 2.1 is 2.1.
2.1.
Yeah.
Did I write 2.2?
Did you write 2.2? Is it 2.1?
I think you told me 2.2.
Oh, it's a 2.1. Sorry,
Oh,
it's
okay.
a 2.1. 네, 저희가 제목만 고칠게요. 들어오세요. 네. 네. 아, 네. 네? 그래요? 진영은 맞는데? 예, 일단은 저희가 스타트 할게요. 예. 네, 네. 네. It's here in the... You can do this one first. Let me see. Did you find a file here?
No, the 25-day folder is empty.
Yeah. It's empty? What?
Yeah.
Okay, no. I mean, here. This is...
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's
Okay,
outside
that
here.
folder is empty. Okay.
What?
Uh-oh. What is one?
It's damaged. Okay, it's damaged.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay, everybody, just wait. Okay, would you make the screen of that one, and I will scan it quickly and come back. Okay. Just.
Let me check it up.
Yeah, let me use this one first.
Okay, sure. Alright, we had some problems with the file today, but we're gonna fix it in just a second. Alright, so let me add to the attendance. Lime is here and Vort is here. Hello, 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 everybody that I saw yesterday. I get to have you in my class again today. Good, good, good. I have class almost every day. So good. Alright. So let's start out with a question. Let's have everybody answer a question instead of all these hi, 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 hello, 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 hi, 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 hi. Our warm-up question for today can be, let's see. Let's start with a question about let me write. Flora has a puppy. Today is 7. Your puppy is 7 years old? Wow, I've never had a puppy. That's amazing. 7 days having a puppy. I want a puppy. Okay, so let's answer this. Everyone, please tell me, do you have a pet? If you do, Flora, you just said no, you don't have a pet? Okay. So Leo K is here too. Hello, Leo. Leo Kim is also here. All right. Flora says, not been living 7 days. You just had it for 7 days? You had the pet for 7 days now? How many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. 2 people haven't said hello yet. Who is here that did not say hello? Is our other Leo here? Leo P, are you here? Vort says no, Vort does not have a pet. Vort, can you tell me what kind of pet do you want to have? Right? If you don't have a pet, tell me what kind of pet you would like to have. Okay, let me send that again. Roy is here. Roy, make sure you say hello when you join the chat so I know you're here. Okay. Alright, Roy says a guinea pig. And Sally says too. Roy has a guinea pig. We spell guinea like this. Guinea pig. A puppy came to your house 7 days ago.
You can do the brain quest here.
Okay.
It's in the 25.
Alright, thank you. So, tell me the name of your pet. Flora, what's the name of your puppy? Roy, what's the name of your guinea pig? Sally, what's the name of your turtle? Jinyoung, what's the name of your cat? Peter, what kind of pet do you want? Tell me what kind of pet you want if you don't have a pet. Okay? Tell me what kind of pet do you want? Vort has a snail, right? I remember that. Vort has a snail. Oh, Roy wants a guinea pig. You don't have a guinea pig, you want a guinea pig. Sally wants a turtle. Turtles are cute. I like turtles. I used to play with a turtle. We used to go swimming in a river, and there were turtles in the river, and we would find the turtles, and we'd play with the turtles. It was fun. Evan doesn't want any pets. Alright. That makes sense. Life is easier. Life is easier when you don't have pets. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Tell me about your pets if you have pets. What are the names? Alright. The puppy came to her. Alright, so we would say, Flora, you would say like this. You would say, the puppy came to my house 7 days ago. Right? That's correction. Right. That would be a correct grammar. Alright. Sally wants a turtle. Evan doesn't want any pen. Flora, mandu. Your puppy? Mandu? Don't eat it. That's a cute name though. Peter has fish. Ooh. Lots of different kinds of fish. It's fun. Who else is here? Leo P is here. Leo P is here. Alright. Lime, your turtle's name is Kobu. Kobu. Oh. That makes sense. Jinyoung doesn't have a cat? Why did you say you have a cat then? You lied to me. You don't have a cat, but you said you did. You want a cat. Is that what you mean? Jinyoung wants a cat. Lots of my friends have cats. I'm allergic to cats. I have a cat allergy. So when I'm near cats, my nose is itchy, and my eyes are itchy and turn red. I always achoo, achoo, sneezing when I'm near cats. So it's kind of sad. Some of my friends have cats, and then when I go to their house, I have to be very careful. Even if I want to play with a cat, I can't play with a cat because I have allergies. Leo K wants a dog. Alright. Yeah, I want a dog too. Dogs seem like fun. Your puppy kind is mini. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. What kind of pet dog is that? Let me look at the picture. Wow, Flora, I think that's a really cute dog. It looks very cute in the picture. Very, very cute. Peter, the name of your fish is Fatey? Fatey. Interesting name for a fish. I've never heard of that before. Fatey. It kind of sounds like a pirate. So maybe that makes sense. A pirate fish. Okay. Today we're going to be doing some reading and then some questions about the reading. Alright? We are going to, let me figure out the spacing of this. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. Figure out my document a little bit. Okay. Alright. So, we're going to do some reading to start. We're going to do some reading. We're going to answer some questions about your reading. Do some reading comprehension questions. All these different kinds of questions. It'll be fun. Okay, we have a nice big class today, which I like. I like having a bigger class. Lots of people talking. 13 students are watching this class. We have 13 students, but only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people said hello. The 2 people who didn't say anything yet. Who are my 2 extra people? Who didn't say anything yet? If you said something, then you have to say something. If you're watching the class, you have to say something. Say your name so I know you're here, so I can write down who's here today. Mandu Living 3. What is that? ONTHS. Oh, months. 3 months. 3 months old. Okay, Roy is here. Yes. Hello, Roy. Alright. Alright. Roy, Sally, hello. You're on the same computer? That's fun. Okay. So, let's get into our reading today. Phew. Oh, well, right here. Let's do some reading. We're gonna start with some space. Everybody tell me, let's see who's gonna answer first. What color pen should I use today? Who's gonna be the first one to answer? Who's going to be the first one to answer? Who will answer first? I'm going to use that color. Who can tell me? Nobody wants to tell me. Peter's first. Peter says red. Peter's first. Roy, Sally say sky blue. Evan says yellow. Jaden says black. You spelled it wrong. B-L-A-C-K. Vort says red. Lime says purple. Alright, well I'm going to start with red because Peter's answer was first, okay? So, let's read this together. I'm going to read out loud while I am reading. I say this every time because I really think you should. While I read, you have to read also. We have to read at the same time. You have to practice your reading. Remember, I can't see you, so you have to practice your speaking. Otherwise, it's just listening. So let's read together. Read with me. I'm going to read this. Oh, we have some more answers coming in. Rad, R-E-D, red, purple, blue, pink, purple, P-U-R-P-L-E, purple, blue, pink. Alright, well, I'm starting with red because that's what Peter said. Alright, let's read together. Ride into space. Do you love knowing things? Then you're just like Sally Ride. In school, Sally worked hard to learn everything she could. When she grew up, she might have been a writer, but she decided to become an astronaut instead. She learned to fly jets, and she helped to design a robot arm that could grab things in space. Then, in 1983, she joined the crew of the Challenger space shuttle and became the first American woman to fly in space. Afterwards, she wrote all about her adventures and became a teacher too. Sally Ride sure proved one thing. With knowledge, you'll go places. Alright, so here we have a story. Who is this story about? The story is about Sally Ride. We learn a little bit about when she was young, and then what happened later. What did she do? And then what happened in 1983, something special. And then what happened after she did that. And then our conclusion telling us our big idea about Sally Ride. Okay, this is reading comprehension. So let's try to answer our first question. Let's see our first question. Ooh, okay. Let me write the question on here so we can see everything. Finish this sentence. Sally Ride was the first American woman to... Okay, there's question number 1. Right. Who's going to tell me Let's find our answer. Right? Send your answer. I want you to all send your answer at the same time. So when I count to 10, then send your answer. Don't send your answer too early, or other people will see your answer. 4, 5. When I get to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, send your answer. Send your answer. I'm already getting some answers. People weren't following the directions. Don't send your answers too early. Then other people can see your answers. I want everybody to answer at the same time. Alright, some answers are coming in. I want to see more answers. Let's see everybody's answers. Let's see everybody's answers. Peter, what is That's not an answer. Let's think about your answers. Let's think about your answers. Has everybody sent an answer now? I've gotten some answers. I don't know if everyone's answered, but maybe almost everybody. So we can talk about this. Sally Ride was the first American woman to do something. It looks like people have the right idea talking about space, but actually only one person has the correct grammar. Only one person had the perfect grammar here to finish the sentence. Sally Ride was the first American woman to fly in space. Okay? Lime, you got this one correct. Good job. Lime is the one who got all the correct grammar. You have to use fly in space. Okay? Space is a noun. A place. Okay? I can't say Sally Ride was the first American woman to space. We have to have a verb, right? The first American woman to go to space, or fly in space, or visit space. There has to be a verb, American woman to do something, right? Fly in space, go to space, visit space, travel into space, right? These kinds of things, okay? We need to have a verb here. All right. So we had the good ideas, but Lime was the one who used it correctly. Okay, Jinnong, you used go. You said go space, but you have to say go to space. So you were close, very close. Right. So we have to be careful about our grammar. Right. The first American woman to go to space. Alright, we have to be careful with that. Let's try our second one. Question number 2, what color shall I use second? Sky blue, says Roy and Sally. Let me switch to sky blue. Right. Question number 2. What was the name of her space shuttle? Question 2. What was the name of her? Alright, wait until I count to 10. When I count to 10, then send your answer. Alright, don't send your answer too early. Okay? Wait till I count to 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everybody typing it? And oh, that's a bad 10. 10. All right, send it. Send. Okay, send your answer. What was the name of her space shuttle? Everybody send it now. Alright, I have some answers coming in. Let's see everybody's answers. What was the name of her space shuttle? Alright, people are getting some nice answers. Nice answers. You guys are getting good at reading, finding your answers. It's a really important skill to be able to look through the story and find your answer. To be able to look through the story and find your answer. Alright, I think maybe almost everybody answered now. Close to everybody. So let's talk about it. Our answers are Challenger, Challenger Space Shuttle, Challenger, 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 Challenger Space Shuttle, Challenger, Challenger. You spelled it correctly this time. Alright, here we see it right here. We see Challenger, right? Challenger Space Shuttle is also correct. It's kind of, you can call it the Challenger Space Shuttle. That is correct also. It can be Challenger or Challenger Space Shuttle. Everybody got this one correct. Good job. Good job, everybody. Okay, do you want to see what it looks like? I'll show you. Challenger Space Shuttle. Okay, you can see. This is what it looks like. Here it was flying up with rocket fuel. This white little thing, this is the space shuttle itself. This is the space shuttle. And this is just the rockets. This one has the fuel in it, this big brown one. And then these white ones are the rockets. This makes this shuttle fly up into space. And then when it gets up into space, it actually drops these white ones and the brown one fall back down to the earth. And then it flies around by itself like this. It drops the big engines and the fuel tank like this. These ones fall down. Pew! Okay. Oh, that's scary. I don't want to talk about that. Alright. Anyway. So. Good. Everybody got that one correct. Great job, everyone. Great job, great job. Very, very good job. Let's go on to question number 3. What color am I using next? Sky blue. Oh, Roy and Sally both said sky blue, so I want to be fair to both of them. I'll use 2 different sky blues, right? One was Sally sky blue, one is Roy sky blue. I'll use another sky blue. Here's another question. Question number 3. Did Sally become a writer before or after she flew in space? Okay. Did Sally become a writer before or after she flew in space? Let me write question 3. Question 3. Try to use a full sentence to answer this one. I will be happy if you use a full sentence. Don't just say before or after. Say Sally became a writer before she flew in space, or she became a writer after she flew in space. Alright? Same thing, after I count to 10, then send your answer. Okay? Try to make it a complete sentence like I said, and then send your answer after I count to 10. Alright, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have to, if you're writing a full sentence, it might be kind of slow. 10. Okay, 10. And send your answer. Okay, send your answer. Did Sally become a writer before or after she flew in space? Find your answer and see what else. I've got some answers coming in. I have some answers coming in. Let's see everybody's answers. Let's see everybody's answers. Let's see everybody's answers. This one's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a little bit tricky. Did Sally become a writer before or after she flew in space? Alright, answers are coming in. Are you guys ready to talk about it? Are you ready to talk about it now? I'm waiting for a few more answers. Maybe I should wait. I don't know how long to wait. What's a good use of time? Maybe I should just start talking about it. This one's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Okay, let's see our answers. We see before. We see no, she become an astronaut. She was a writer before. After. Deleted message. She become a writer before she flew in space. Become. She become a writer after she flew in space. She become a writer after she flew in space. Remember here, okay, did become in past tense. But if we're doing past, right, become past is, remember this, became. Okay, so if you're talking about past, right, I say did become because it's a question. But then when you say it, past tense is became. Alright. So we have she was a writer before she flew in space. Alright. Let's look at this here. Here we're talking about writer. And here we're also talking about writing down here. So we have to make the decision. Was she a writer before or after she flew in space? We know definitely she was writing over here. But was she also writing before? Was she a writer before she went to space? Let's look. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Alright. When she grew up, she might have been a writer, but she decided to become an astronaut instead. Okay, here is our key sentence. Here we're talking about writing. When she grew up, she might have been a writer, but she decided to become an astronaut instead. The most important word here is this word, instead. That's a very important word here. Instead means not the other thing, right? If I tell you, I was hungry and I wanted to eat some French fries, but I ate some, what did I eat instead? I ate tteokbokki instead, right? Did I eat the French fries? No, I did not, right? If I say instead, it means I didn't do the other thing. I did something else instead, right? I was going to do my reading homework, but I did my writing homework instead. Did I do my reading homework? No, I did not do my reading homework then, right? That's what it means. We say instead, then we didn't do the other thing. She might have been a writer, but she decided to become an astronaut instead. It means she was not a writer before. And then afterwards, only afterwards, then she wrote about her adventures. Afterwards, then she wrote. So a little bit tricky. The correct answer here is that she became a writer after. Right, so we would want to write, she became a writer after she flew in space. Let me write that with the correct grammar. Remember, past tense, became. She became a writer after she flew in space. Alright. Another one. What's colors next? That's sky blue. Next is yellow. So many options of yellow. This yellow or this yellow? Or this yellow? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do this yellow. Okay. What kind of arm can grab things in space? What kind of arm can grab things in space? Question 4. Maybe this one will be fast. What kind of arm can grab things in space? Alright. Flora wrote down, copied down her answer correctly. She became a writer after she flew in space. Great job, Flora. Okay. What kind of arm can grab things in space? Should I erase all of our old marks? After I count to 10, then send your answer, okay? I'm going to count to 10 for our question number 4. Give me just a second. After I count to 10, then send your answer, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. What kind of arm? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Okay, send your answer. Where's Massey? Send your answer. What kind of arm can grab things in space? Got some answers coming in. Everybody send in your answers. Alright, got some answers coming in. Want to see everybody's answers here. What is this? 100%? Alright, people doing well here, I think. Let's read our answers. Evan says robot arm. Peter, robot arm. Leo, roarbot. These pictures on here. Robot arm. Jin Young, robot arm, robot arm, robot arm, robot arm. 100% robot arm, robot. I feel like I should make a song. It's like robot arm. Okay, I'm not gonna sing for you. Okay, but yes, robot arm. 100% robot arm. Great. Excellent, excellent. She helped to design a robot arm that could grab things in space. When I was in college, I also did some designing robot arms, a little bit of that, not a lot, but a little bit. Lots of people made robots where I went to college. It was fun. Why robot arms? Why don't we use human arms to grab things in space? Because space is so cold, right? If you, this is like kind of scary hand. If you reach your hand out, okay, into here, here's the line, and here's outer space. Your hand is very warm, right? We have blood in our hand. Our hand is very warm. It has to be warm. You know what it's like when you go outside in the winter and it's all snow and ice. Your hand feels very cold, right? Because the air is very cold in the winter. Well, space doesn't even have air. It's so cold and there's no air, so the heat just goes out of your body. The heat leaves so fast and your hand will freeze and turn into ice, right? Because it's so cold in space, and then your hand will turn into ice, and that would be very sad. So the astronauts cannot put their hands out there. Have you ever seen a space robot arm? It doesn't really look like a human arm. Well, some of them do. Look at that. That one kind of looks like a human arm. But you can see it's more things that look like this, right? These hands out here, these arms, they can bend in lots of places. Our arms can only bend in a couple places. These robot arms can bend in lots of places. Okay, So some people do that. That's their job. They make these kinds of robot arms to pick things up and move things around, to fix things when you're out in space, because people can't do it. Robot arms are also very strong. So people use them like to lift things or to make things. They're used a lot in factories too. Okay, it's very cool. All right. There's some robot arms that play ping pong, that play table tennis. It's really fun to watch. If you have some time later, or maybe during break time, you should look up a video. Look up a video of a robot arm playing table tennis. It's really cool. Okay, next question. What's my next color? Before Sally flew on the shuttle, what did she learn to fly? Before she flew on the shuttle, what did she learn to fly? And Jin Young says the color black. Before Sally flew on the shuttle, what did she learn to fly? Let me type that in. Question 5. Okay, wait until I count to 10 to send your answer. This is going to be hard with the color black. How are you going to see my numbers? How are you going to see my numbers? Okay. Alright, let me count. Maybe see up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to slow down. 8, 9, 10. Alright, there's 10. Send. Can you see this? Send your answer. Send your answer. What did she learn to fly before she flew on the shuttle? A couple answers coming in. Let's wait until I have all answers coming in. After all the answers. Answers. Yes?
What was it?
It's good if they're sending in their questions after we go over this last question, then we'll have break time.
Okay. And I think okay. Can you add one more student? This is Chloe of the one student.
Sure. Alright, let's talk about this last one. Alright, what did Sally learn to fly before she flew on the shuttle? Lime says she learned to fly jets. She learned to fly jets. Learned to fly jets. Learned to fly jets. Learned to fly jets. Flying jets. Excellent. She learned to fly jets. We can see our answer right here. She learned to fly jets. And this was before she went. Right then is after. So she learned to fly jets. Do you guys know what jets are? Jets are a kind of airplane. We call the jet, actually, is a kind of engine. This kind of engine is called a jet engine. Is that the old airplanes had the propellers that spun around outside, and now most planes now are jet planes. They have these jet engines here, right? So she learned how to fly them. I think it's hard to fly. I don't know. I've never tried. I'd like to learn someday. Okay, great job, everyone. Good job, everyone. Let's go on. Let's have break time. Break time for 10 minutes until we'll go until 5:04. Okay. See you then.
It's okay, Declan. Mom said that, parents and students are, too far each other, so they don't think that they can, join the class today.
Okay.
Declan,
Yes.
I think I merged the two classes together, 2.1 and 2.2 together right now.
Oh, okay.
So many students are here, right?
Yes, it's pretty big with like 12 students. But it's good then, so I get lots of answers. They feel I don't instead of just waiting. No one's replying. It's kind of frustrating. Better with more students than reduced, but
still have many pages? Do you need more pen?
No, actually, we're pretty slowly through it.
Okay.
Nope, that's going well. Answering well.
Did you write all the students who join in here, right?
Yes.
Name.
And
you have to check how many students are watching us too.
After break time, I'll check. I think some students might log out during break time and then come back.
Hey guys, break time is almost over, okay? Are you ready? All right. Ready? Okay. Right. All right. Part B. Okay. Let's do B now. Completion. Complete the information using the correct form of the words from the puzzle. One word is extra. We have read vocabulary here. Then appearance. Appearance is out looking. Okay, everybody say out looking. Appearance is a what? Out looking. Okay. And next, estimate. Say estimate. Estimate is you guess how big something is. Okay, that's the estimate. And examine. Say examine. Examine means you study something carefully. Okay. Then extend. Everybody say extend. Extend means make something bigger or longer. Understand? And say length. Say length. Length is how long something is. Okay, how long something is. And last word is a seek. Say seek. Seek means you look for something. You try to find something. Do you understand? So everybody read carefully the first paragraph and second paragraph to fill in the blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it.
Alright. Oh, it's 5:06. How did that happen? Alright. Let's get back to work. Everybody back? Is everybody back? Everyone back? Everyone back. Let's check in. Make sure you're here. Double checking attendance. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. Excellent. 11 students, 10 viewers, right? perfect. Perfect, perfect. Roy and Sally are sharing, so exactly correct. Hello, hello. Yes, you're back. Yes, you're here, Evan. Good. Glad that you're here. Let's continue on with these questions. We were talking about Sally Ride. If you remember, Sally Ride was the first American woman in space. She wasn't the first woman in space, but the first American woman in space. I think the first woman in space was Russian. I think part of the USSR. I think they put a woman in space first. Alright. Everybody here, 1, 2, 3, 4 people have checked in. Everybody say that you're back, so I know for sure you're back and not just leaving your computer running while you are sitting at your kitchen drinking banana milk or something. Let's see, make sure that you are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are back. We're waiting for 6 more people to say that you're back. Make sure that you're back so we can continue. We can continue. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 more people. 3 more people we're waiting for. Make sure you say hello. Make sure you say you're back so that I know you're here. Otherwise, I think maybe you're not. Okay, 2 more people. Jason's here. 2 more people. Make sure you say you're back. I need to make sure that you are here. What's my next color? What's my next color? Next is red. Vort says red. Gonna do red next. Alright. Alright, let's get back into this. Alright. We'll have to start without these last 2 checking in. They joined us a little late. Okay. It's time to get started. So let's get started. We're going to skip this one. This one's too easy. This one's too easy, I think, for all of you. You are all so smart. Let's skip this one, okay? Let's look at this one. What did Sally Ride prove? What did Sally Ride prove? Prove means to show something is true. To show something is true, right? You can prove that. I think that my brother stole my pen, but I don't know. How can I prove it? Maybe I can look at the CCTV and I can see a video of my brother stealing my pen, and then I prove, I know for certainly, definitely true, 100%, my brother stole my pen. Flora, what are you doing? What is this? Hi, 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 hi. Okay, I stop. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Alright. So, proving is show something is true. What did Sally Ride prove? What did she show? What did she show is true? What did she show is true? Alright, let me erase this. Let's answer this last question. What did Sally Ride show is true? I'll count. When I get to 10, you can send your answer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Send your answer. Send your answer. What is the answer? What did Sally Ride prove? Oh, I forgot to write that down. Sorry, send it down. What did Sally Ride prove? See, you got a couple answers coming in. Let's see. Let's try to use full sentences. And show. What did she prove? Did she prove that 1 plus 1 is 2? Did she prove that orange is the best color? Did she prove that what else could she prove? Did she prove that airplane is faster than a bird? Did she prove that if you can travel faster than light, you can travel through time? What did she prove? What did she prove? What did she prove? And we have some answers. We have some answers here. We have some answers. Let's keep the answers coming. What did Sally Ride prove? Alright, we have to talk about our answers. Let's see. With knowledge, you'll go places. Okay. With knowledge, you'll go places. Knowledge. LOL. Not full sentences. With knowledge, you will go places. She proved with knowledge, you'll go places. Sure. Okay. I like this one. I like Jin Young's answer. She proved with knowledge, you'll go places. It's better to put a that here, right? She proved here too. She proved with knowledge, you'll go places, right? We want to use past tense here. When we say, what did Sally ride prove? This means past tense. What did Sally ride prove? It means happened before, right? Proved. This is past tense. Past tense. So you prove, right? A correct answer should be something like, she proved that with knowledge, I'll do a comma, you'll go places. Okay? So make sure you use that past tense, ed. She proved that with knowledge you'll go places. Okay? Right? What does that mean though? Right? You'll go places? Maybe if you don't have knowledge, you can still go places. You can take the bus, you can walk around, you can go to different places, even if you don't have knowledge. What does she mean when she says this? We could even say more full answers. Do you just copy me, Flora? You say with even more full answer would be to say, what does this mean? So with even full answer, you could say, she proved that if you have knowledge, you can do many great things, right? This is a more full answer, right? This is a more full answer that shows the meaning of the writing. That's extra. This is extra, but it's good to understand that most people just copy the sentence, just take the sentence. With knowledge, you'll go places, right? She proved one thing, with knowledge, you'll go places. It's true, but we want to be more specific, right? A really good answer, a perfect answer, you would say, what does this mean? Right? You have to explain, what does this mean? So that's why I wrote here. What does this mean? She proved that if you have knowledge, if you know lots of things, you can do many great things. That's what it means when you say, you'll go places. She means you'll do many great things. Alright, we're going to go on to the next card. Our next card. Okay, maybe this one will go faster. These ones are like word questions, related word questions. What's my next color? After red comes purple. Okay, I'll switch to purple. Which purple should I use? I'll use this purple. Okay. So, this question here. This is question 7. I'll label it. Question 7. Challenger is to challenge, as teacher is to what? Challenger is a noun, a thing. Challenge is a verb, what you do. Teacher is a noun, a thing. What is the verb for teacher? Right? What is the verb for teacher? We're trying to understand this balance. Sometimes we write it like this, right? We can, or here, I'll type it up. Okay. Question number 7. Question 7. How can I do this here? Challenger is to challenge, as teacher is to what? Okay. Sometimes we write it, oh no, I won't do that. That might be more complicated if I write it different ways. Okay. But teacher, challenge is the verb, challenger is the noun, teacher is the noun. What is the verb? I'm going to count. When I get to 10, send your answer. What time is finished clock? We finished today at 5:50. 5:50. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Send. I'm already getting answers. That's good. It's good you guys are fast. Even though I said to wait. But good that you understand it. Next time, maybe I didn't say right away, but let's wait until I count, and then everybody send their answers at the same time. Otherwise, other people can see your answers. If you type fast, then other people might see your answer first. Other people might change their answers when they see yours. I want to see everybody's answer at the same time, or close to the same time. Alright, I have 6 answers coming in. I need 5 more answers. I want everybody to answer. Even if other people said your answer, it's good to practice typing. It's good to write your answer, to type your answers, practice your English, right? Typing is important. Becoming more and more important every year. Good, when you're learning a language, you should learn how to type it. You should practice your typing so that you can type fast. It's a very important skill to have these days. Very good to be able to type fast. Really 550? Yes, really 550? Why would I lie to you, Flora? I never lie. Really 550? Yes. Yes. Alright, well, we have to keep this moving, even though some people haven't answered yet. Okay, next question I want you guys to answer faster. Alright? So yes, our correct answer is teach. Okay? We can see like the suffix. Teach is what you do. The person that teaches is a teacher. Right? The person who teaches is a teacher. Right? So when you run is an action. What is a person who runs? Is a runner. Right? Runner. What else? Alright, let's move on to our next question. Our next question is, which word can mean also? T-O or T-O? Oh, that's too easy. You guys all know that one. I'm going to skip that one. Too easy. Too easy. You guys all know that one. Okay. Today I fly. Yesterday I what? Ooh, this is a good one. Past tense question. Okay. Here's question number 8. Today I fly, yesterday I what? Okay. So our present is fly. Past. Today I fly, yesterday I... What did we do yesterday? Okay. Alright, let's count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should slow down a little bit. 9 and 10 and send your answers, send your answers, send your answers. What is the past of fly? What is the past tense of fly? Let's see your answers. Everybody answer now. Alright, I'm getting more answers. Let's see everybody's answers. Let's see everybody answer this question, okay? Who can answer this question? I have 4 answers for this question. Vort answered my last question correct. For the last question, Vort, teach, yes. Everybody else answer this past tense of fly. I'll give you 1 more minute and then we'll talk about it. I can't wait too long. Otherwise, it's not fair for the people who are answering quick. We have to keep it moving. Alright, we've got some answers coming in. After I erase this, we'll talk about it. Send in your answer. Send in your answer. Alright, today I fly. Yesterday, past tense. The past tense is flew. Great job, those of you who answered. Yes, the past tense is flew. Just like run goes to ran. Or like flew, we could say grow goes to grew. Right? Words like that too. Right? Past tense happened before. Past tense happened yesterday or last week or a year ago or 100 million years ago. Past tense happened before. Okay? Ooh. Which one can we do? Correct answer, Vort. Yes, flew. Alright. Everyone's got their answer correct, I think. Lime, Evan, Flora, Jinyoung, Roy, Sally, Leo, Vort, flew. Excellent. Let's do this one. How about this one? This is a more open question. I like this. What do you dream of doing when you grow up? Let's switch it up to, we call it an open question. There's no wrong or right answer. It's just asking about your thoughts. What do you dream of doing when you grow up? It doesn't have to be a job. You don't have to think about just one job you want to do for all your life. I know that's kind of hard to think about when you're a kid. It's very difficult. So I still think about that too. What do you dream of doing when you grow up, right? It doesn't have to be a job, but maybe just one thing that sounds really fun to you, okay? What's one thing that you dream about doing when you grow up? Alright, I'll number 2. I'm going out of order. Try to use a full sentence to answer. Try to use a full sentence to answer this question. Alright, Leo, also correct answer, flew. Full sentence answer. What is one thing you dream of doing when you grow up? Remember, that connects to here. Remember Sally? What does she dream about doing? Maybe she dreamed about doing an astronaut. Actually, it doesn't say here. It doesn't say what she dreamed about. Maybe she dreamed about being an astronaut. Maybe when she was a kid, there were no astronauts. I don't know. I don't know how old she is. When I was a kid, I thought a little bit astronaut would be cool. I don't know though. I think I would be scared. I would be scared to be an astronaut. What do you dream of doing? Evan's got an answer. Evan answers first. You're very fast at typing, Evan. You're a very good typist. Fast typing. I want to be a soccer player like Messi. Ooh, you have to be very good. He's the best in the world, in my opinion. I think he's the best. I want to be a soccer player like Messi. All right, you have to practice. A lot then. He's very good. That's a nice dream. That would be fun to do, I think. I think that would be fun to do. You have to practice a lot. Practice your running and kicking the ball and dribbling and protecting the ball and things like that. A lot of practice. Sally, you want to go to NASA. You want to work in NASA? That's amazing. That would be really cool too. I knew one person who worked in NASA. Really cool. Someone when I was in college. She worked on satellites. She built satellites and designed some satellites the way they could connect to Earth, the way we could communicate with satellites, with like our phones. It's really cool. Roy also wants to go to NASA. You both want to go to NASA. Very cool. Yes. Could be fun going to NASA. That's a nice dream to have. Okay. You have to think about some big ideas, how to solve problems, things like that. You want to be a scientist, so you will find dinosaur bone. Ooh, we call that a paleontologist. A paleontologist, or sometimes archaeologist, studies very old things, like dinosaur bones. They dig very carefully, and they can understand, looking at the little bone, they try to understand the big idea. What kind of dinosaur is this? How did it live? How is it different from other dinosaurs? Using all these little clues. Being a scientist like that, you have to look at lots of little details and understand how everything fits together like clues. Jinyoung wants to be a singer. Ooh, that sounds like fun. You want to be a singer. Gotta practice. Good to practice. Everybody can sing. If you can talk, you can sing. Practice singing. That's good. That's a nice, fun dream. Peter says, me too. Peter, I don't know what you're saying me too about soccer player, NASA, scientist, or singer. You need to say full sentence. Peter, Leo, my toe. Your toe? You hurt your toe? Did you hit your foot? Two, T-O-O. Okay? M-E-T-O-O. Me too. Okay? Use a full sentence. Peter, Leo, full sentence. Tell me what is one thing you dream about doing. If you already answered, you can answer with a second dream. You can have more than one dream. Of course you can have more than one dream, and not just one thing. Tell me some more things that you dream about. What are some other things you dream about? I have lots of dreams about when I grow up. Flora, you want to be a baker. Ooh, that's very fun, being a baker. My dad's very good at baking. I can only bake bread. I make a couple different kinds of bread, but nothing sweet, no cakes or croissants. I just make bread. But that's good. Good to be a baker. Maybe you can try. You ask your parents if they can help you. You can try baking some small things. Things like brownies or cupcakes are kind of easy to bake. You can try it. You can do it. It's fun. Vort, you want to be a scientist. Good. That's fun too. Scientist is very fun. Lots of different kinds of scientists too. You can study living things or chemicals or the way things move or space or so many different things you can study. Scientist. Peter, full sentence. Don't just write numbers and letters. Leo wants to play soccer. That's your dream, is to play soccer. Oh, I knew that about you. I knew that you like soccer also. You always wear your Barcelona jersey to class. Good soccer player. That's a nice dream too. Okay? I want you to do full sentences though. Full sentences though, right? Like Evan wrote us a really good sentence about playing soccer. I want to be a soccer player like Messi. That's an excellent full sentence. Okay? Leo, you should try that too, making full sentences. We see some good full sentences here. I want to go to NASA. You forgot the to going. I forgot to go to NASA. I want to be a scientist, so I will find dinosaurs' bone. We see dinosaurs' bones. Dinosaurs don't just have one bone. So we say dinosaurs' bones. I want to be a singer. Grammar, me too. I want a baker. You should say I want to be a baker, right? I want to be, right? Flora, I want to be or I want to become a baker. Right? I want to be a scientist. Good grammar. Period at the end. Okay. Soccer. I have none. You don't have more? You don't have any dreams? You didn't write anything though. You just wrote me too. I don't know what your dream is, Peter. You didn't say which one. You just said me too. I don't know which one. Jin Young says, I want to be a doctor. Oh, very good. Doctors are very important. Very important job. That's good. Good. Doctors, you have to be nice and think about lots of things. Okay? I want to be a soccer player. So many soccer players. That's good. Soccer. Good. Let's do another question. Let's do some more reading. How about that? We didn't do very much reading. Let's do some more reading. Let's move on to our next one. We're going to skip these other ones, okay? Skip these ones. This one. The trick. Let's read this one together, okay? So while I am reading, make sure you are reading out loud also. Let's all read out loud at the same time. All read out loud at the same time, okay? Good to practice your reading. Trudy the trout went for a swim with Mickey the mackerel. These are two kinds of fish. Trout is one kind of fish. Mackerel is another kind of fish. The two friends were looking for a morsel to eat. I think trout live in rivers, in water that's not salty. And I think mackerel live in the ocean in salty water. So I don't think they can swim together. Because if the trout swam in the ocean, I think it dies. And if a mackerel swims in a river, I think it dies. I don't think this is a real story. They have names of Trudy the trout and Mickey the mackerel. The two friends were looking for a morsel to eat. Look at that worm squiggling in the water, said Trudy. She began to swim towards the worm. Oh, I should also answer here. Morsel is like a little thing to eat, just a little piece. Morsel is something to eat. Look at that worm squiggling. Squiggling is like this kind of movement. Squiggling in the water, said Trudy. She began to swim toward the worm. Wait, shouted Mickey. What's that shiny thing attached to the worm? Attached means connected to, stuck together. As the two fish swam closer to the worm, they saw the shiny object was a hook. It's a good thing we were careful, Trudy said. The worm looked like a snack, but it was a trick. Yes, said Mickey. One of us might have been the snack today. The two friends swam off to safety. Safety is where you are safe. So, sure you think about this. Trudy the trout and Mickey the mackerel. What happened to them? Swimming, looking for food to eat. They see a worm. What's that shiny thing? It's a hook. Good thing we're careful. It was a trick. This is an interesting sentence. One of us might have been the snack to us. One might have been the snack today. I could have been a person's snack, said the mackerel. Maybe the person would eat us. Okay, so let's answer this. All right. These are all kind of easy questions. Let's see. How about this? Let's skip right to some of the better questions. How were the friends careful? Or what's my next color? What's after purple? Purple, then comes another red. I already did red. Another red, another purple, blue, pink. Okay. We didn't do pink yet. I'll do pink. Okay. So, this pink. How were the friends careful? Let's answer this question. How were the friends careful? I'm going to start back over at question 1. Question 1. How were the friends careful? What did they do that was careful? They did something that was careful. Oh, why can't I? What did the friends do that was careful? What did they do? Did they wear bicycle helmets to be careful? What did they do to be careful? Oh, before it says make a time machine. Whoa, Vort wants to make a time machine. That would be very cool. That would be very cool. I like that. Time machine. You study hard. You study lots of math and science, and you study everything. Then maybe you can make a time machine. Oh, I forgot to count down. Okay. You can send your answers. Send your answers. It's kind of a bigger question. What did the friends do to be careful? The trout and the mackerel were careful. What did they do that was careful? Who can tell me? This is an understanding question. This is a bigger question than just finding one small answer. We have to think about the story. Trudy the trout and Mickey the mackerel were careful in the story. What did they do that was careful? Who can tell me? What did they do that was careful? There's some answers coming in. Let's keep answering. What did the two fish friends do to be careful? What did they do that was careful? Alright, let's talk about our answers. We've got some good answers coming in. Let's see. How were the friends careful? Let's see. Evan says they swam closer to the worm to see that. They see the worm. Jinyoung. Lime, they saw the hook. They were almost eaten by a person. Roy, they guessed the worm. Sally, they are swim. Leo, they swam closer and saw the hook. Right? Let's look at the story. Pink doesn't really show up. Who's this one? Look at the worm struggling in the water. She began to swim towards the worm. What do you think she's going to do? Trudy the trout is probably going to eat it, swimming to the worm to bite it and eat it. And here we see Mickey says, wait. And then they are careful. What's that shiny thing? They swam closer to the worm and they didn't eat it, right? Here, they're careful. They had to look at the worm carefully. Here they are careful about what they did. They didn't eat it right away. The way that they were careful is they didn't eat the worm right away. They looked closely. They looked carefully. Okay? They swam closer to see it. They looked at the worm. Okay? Instead of see, we would say to look at it, not to see it. Say they swam close to the worm to look closely at it, or they looked closely at the worm. They saw the hook. They were almost eaten by a person. Okay, so they carefully saw the hook, carefully looked at the hook. They guessed the worm. They guessed the worm was dangerous. They swim close to the fish. Right? They swim close to the worm to look at it carefully. They swam closer and saw the hook. All right, good. They swam close to see it, and they are swim. Right? They swim close to the worm. They swim close to the worm to see the hook. Right? They didn't eat it right away. That's the way they were careful. They didn't eat the worm right away. They looked closely at it. Okay, that's it for today. That's our last question. It is now 5:51 and it's time to finish up class. Time for me to close. And it was really good to see all of your answers today. You guys did a really good job. We talked about space and Sally Ride. We did a little bit more reading about fish. We talked about robot arms and space shuttles. I hope you practiced some of your reading and we did some grammar questions too. Okay, good. You guys did a good job. I will see you next time. Have a good night. Wash your hands. Eat some food. Drink a lot of water. Be healthy. Okay, be healthy. I think I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.